Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear princess. Happy birthday, you.
Thank you, Mummy and Daddy. Happy 15th birthday, our princess.
My little girl is 15 already, and today the whole kingdom will celebrate you.
Are these my gifts? Open them. Oh, Mother, it's beautiful. I knew you would love it. Open them. Wow, earrings and a crown. It's perfect.
Outside, the palace was already buzzing with activity. Servants moved from one corner of the compound to another, carrying decorations, flowers, and trays of food. The royal cooks had started work before sunrise. Musicians were already arriving with drums and flutes. Everywhere there was excitement. This was no ordinary birthday. This was Princess Zara's 15th birthday, and the Queen intended to make it the grandest celebration the kingdom had ever seen. Far away, in a small farming village, Mara woke up to a much quieter morning. There was no singing, no tray of gifts, no servants waiting by her bed. Only the smell of wood smoke from the kitchen and the sound of her mother moving around the house. Mara stepped outside and found her mother already preparing breakfast.
Happy birthday, my daughter.
Thank you, Mama.
Breakfast will soon be ready for the birthday
A moment
girl.
later, her father stepped out of the room with a broad smile on his face.
There is the birthday girl. Happy birthday, Mara.
Thank you, Papa.
Happy birthday, my dear.
15 years already. It feels like yesterday when your mother first placed you in my arms.
Papa.
Her mother handed her a cup of pap.
Drink this first before your father starts crying from happiness.
Today is your day, so tell us what you want us to prepare for your birthday meal.
Please don't worry too much about it.
What do you mean, don't worry about it?
I know things are not easy. I know you and Mama are trying your best just to keep food on the table. So whatever we already have at home is enough for me. I don't want both of you stressing yourselves because of my birthday.
Listen to me, Mara. You are our daughter, and you turned 15 only once. I am going to the market this morning to sell the palm fruits I harvested yesterday. With that money, your mother will buy what we need and we will celebrate you properly.
Okay, Papa.
Mara went quiet. She knew arguing with him would change nothing. He had already made up his mind. After breakfast, her father loaded the palm fruits onto his bicycle.
Be careful on the road.
Don't worry. Before you know it, I'll be back, and your mother will be too busy cooking for your birthday to even answer you.
Just go and come back safely.
Back at the palace, Zara's room was full of excitement. A maid was dressing her hair, another was fastening the back of her gown. The third maid carefully laid out her jewelry. Ivy sat nearby, watching everything with admiration.
This birthday will be the grandest birthday this kingdom has ever seen. As it should be. You're the princess. None of those village girls can compare to you. Exactly. After today, no girl in this kingdom will ever forget my 15th birthday. If I were you, I'd make sure they talk about it for years. Oh, they will.
The village road was rough and uneven, but Mara's father had traveled it many times before. He balanced the bicycle carefully as he made his way toward the market. He was already thinking of the things he would buy when he sold them. Rice, oil, fish, maybe even a small piece of meat. And if the money was enough, he would buy Mara a dress and a pair of slippers. She had not asked for anything. That was exactly why he wanted to do something for her. As he rode over a narrow path near a rocky
Whoa!
bend,
Ah! Oof! Ah! My leg! What happened? My waist, my leg. This is bad. I'll go and call his family.
Mara and her mother were inside, sorting the little ingredients they already had at home.
Mara!
What happened?
It's your husband. He fell on the road to the market.
What?
He hit a stone with his bicycle and fell badly. He can't stand. He's in serious pain.
Is he alive?
Yes, he's alive, but he needs help. They're bringing him. I'm fine.
What do we do? What do we do? Call the healer. Quickly. Please come quickly. My father fell on the road to the market. He cannot stand. He is in serious pain.
Let's go.
The small house was filled with worried neighbors. The healer knelt beside Mara's father and began examining him. He touched his waist, pressed gently around the leg. Mara's father cried out in pain.
The injury is serious. What do you mean serious? He has damaged his waist badly, and his leg may take a long time to heal. He must not move carelessly. If he does, the damage could become worse.
Mara felt as if the world had suddenly gone quiet. Her birthday, the market, the little celebration they had planned, everything disappeared from her mind at once. All she could see was her father lying there in pain.
But how will he walk? How will we survive? For now, let him rest. I will prepare herbs for him. But this injury is not something that will disappear overnight.
When the healer left, the villagers slowly began to leave too. One by one, the house grew quiet. No birthday meal was cooked, no celebration happened. The little joy that had filled the house that morning disappeared completely. Mara sat beside her father, holding his hand, while her mother wiped tears in silence. Meanwhile, in the palace, the celebration had already begun. Princess Zara stepped into the courtyard in her glittering gown and crown, and the crowd gasped in admiration.
Look at them. They can't take their eyes off you. Let them look. It is my day.
And as the palace rejoiced over Princess Zara's 15th birthday,
Happy birthday, Princess Zara! You did it, Zara. It's magical. Thank you, everyone. This is amazing.
Mara spent her own 15th birthday sitting beside her injured father, listening to his painful grieving and watching her mother cry in silence. That night, while music echoed through the palace and laughter rose into the sky, Mara remained awake beside her father's mat. She felt afraid of what tomorrow would bring. Mara woke up before sunrise and ran to call another healer. That healer came, examined her father, mixed herbs and left. By evening, there was no improvement. The following day, Mara went to call another one. Then another, then another. Some gave herbs to boil, some rubbed oils on his waist and leg, some prayed over him. But no matter what they tried, Mara's father responded poorly to treatment. Days turned into weeks, and still he remained on the mat. Sometimes he managed to sit up for a short while with help. Sometimes the pain was so bad he could not even eat. Mara's mother hardly left his side. She fed him, bathed him, helped him turn from one side to another. massaged his back with warm cloth whenever the pain became unbearable. And sometimes, when she thought nobody was watching, she would bend over him and cry.
Please fight this sickness. Please don't leave me like this. What will become of us if you do not get well?
Mara heard those words more than once. Each time, her heart broke a little more. But she never cried in front of her mother. Whenever the tears came, she would step outside and sit behind the house where no one could see her. She would bury her face in her hands and cry quietly.
God, please heal my father. Please don't let him die. Please help us.
Sometimes, she stayed there until her eyes became red. Then the moment she heard the door open and her mother stepped outside, Mara would quickly wipe her face and pretend she had only come out to get fresh air. Her mother was carrying enough pain already. She refused to add hers to it. As the months passed, the herbs, drugs, and treatment kept swallowing money. The little savings the family had disappeared quickly. Then they started selling pieces of their farmland. First it was one portion, then another, then another. The farmland that had fed them for years was disappearing little by little. The money they got from selling the land did not last. Drugs were expensive, food was expensive, and her father still could not stand. Soon, Mara's mother could no longer go to the farm regularly because she had to stay home and care for him. That was when the burden fell fully on Mara. At 15, she became the breadwinner of the house. Every morning before sunrise, she would wake up, sweep the compound, fetch water and cook something light for her parents before heading to the farm. The portion of farmland they had left was small compared to what they once owned, but Mara worked on it like her life depended on it, because it did. She harvested vegetables, she dug up cassava, she carried bunches of plantain. She gathered whatever she could find that would bring money. Some days, Tina came to help her. On those days, the work felt a little lighter. After harvesting, she would tie the produce properly, lift the basket onto her head, and begin the long walk to the market. She sold what she could.
Fresh cassava from the farm. Come and buy your fresh cassava. I harvested it this morning. Come and buy. How much for one? 500 naira. Very fresh, very good. Let me see one. Here, feel how firm. Best quality. Okay, I'll take
Sometimes
3.
she made enough to buy drugs and a little foodstuff. Sometimes the money was so small, she had to choose between medicine and foodstuff. And every time she left the market, she never went straight home. She always stopped at the chemist first.
Please, how much is the pain medicine? Can I pay for only half of it today? Do you have the cheaper one?
Yes, Mara. This is the cheapest one. You can pay half today.
Thank you.
The chemist got used to seeing her. So did the market women. So did the villagers who watched the once cheerful girl turn into a tired young woman carrying responsibilities far bigger than her age. At home, her mother would always be waiting at the door.
Mara, how much did you make today? Were you able to get the drugs? Did you buy something to cook?
Yes, Mama. Don't worry, we'll manage.
She always said, "We'll manage," even when she herself did not know how. One evening after a particularly difficult day at the market, Mara sat outside the house with Tina. The sun was beginning to set and the village had that tired evening quietness that came after a long day's work. Tina sat beside her on the wooden bench and watched her friend stare into space.
You're thinking too much again. How do I not think? We've sold almost all our farmland, Tina. The little one we have left can barely feed us. My father still needs treatment. My mother cannot leave him to work. And every day it feels like no matter how hard I try, it's still not enough. Can I tell you something? I overheard my father talking to my mother this afternoon. What did he say? The palace in the neighboring village is looking for a personal maid for the princess. A maid? Yes, a personal maid. The pay is very good. So good that my father said whoever gets the job could change her family's life. There's just one problem. What? The princess is difficult. Very difficult. My father said she is rude, proud, and impossible to please. Almost every girl who has worked closely with her ends up leaving because of her behavior. Then why are you telling me about it? Because the salary is enough to endure a rude princess. If you don't like it, you can always leave later. But Mara, look at your life right now. You need money. Your father needs treatment. You need something bigger than selling vegetables in the market. You won't have to stay there all the time. My father said the maid works from Monday to Friday. Then when does she go home? Saturday morning, she gets paid at the end of the week and returns to the village for the weekend. So I'll still be able to come home and see my parents? Yes, you'll work during the week, collect your pay, and come back home every Saturday. I know it won't be easy, but if I were you, I would try. If the work is honest, I will do it. I'll do any decent work that can put food on our table and help pay my father's medical bills. Then let me speak to my father tonight. He knows the neighboring village well. If he agrees, he can take you there tomorrow morning. Tomorrow? Yes. Why wait? The palace is looking for someone now. Okay, talk to him. Don't worry. Everything will be okay.
That night, she told her mother about the palace job. Her mother stared at her in silence for several seconds.
You want to go and work in another village?
Mama, I don't want to leave you and Papa, but what else can I do? The money from the market is not enough. This job may help us.
What if they treat you badly?
Then I'll endure it for as long as I can. And if it becomes too much, I'll come back.
You're still so young.
I know. But I can't keep watching this family sink.
The next morning, Tina arrived with her father just after sunrise. Mara had already packed a small bag with a few clothes. Her mother stood at the doorway with red eyes. She had barely slept. Mara hugged her tightly.
Mama, don't cry.
How can I not cry? You've never stayed away from me before.
I'll come back every weekend. Every weekend, I'll return home and see you and Papa. I won't stay away from you for too long.
Then Mara went to her father's mat and knelt beside him.
May God go with you. May He protect you. May He open doors for you.
I'll make this work, Papa, I promise.
With that, she stood up, picked up her small bag and stepped out of the house. Her mother was still standing in the doorway. Her father lay weakly inside. And for a brief moment, Mara felt the full weight of what she was doing. She was not living home as a carefree village girl. She was living as the one carrying her family's survival on her shoulders. She wiped her face, squared her shoulders, and followed Tina's father down the road towards the neighboring village, towards the palace, towards a life she knew nothing about.